After a few days off, Roblox has finally released another statement, and it's bad again, and they've also done a whole lot of other strange things too. First, let's talk about an interesting new update Roblox made to games that they ban or place under review that had a lot of people confused. I was alerted to the infamous game Robloxian High School apparently being completely deleted from the website yesterday. If you don't know that game, then all you really need to know is that it had a custom avatar editor very similar to Meep City's that has also been highly abused for many years. RHS was in its fair share of controversies, including completely removing moderation and unbanning everyone a while back, but it didn't see as many issues as Meep City did. Anyway, something really strange happened yesterday as the game completely disappeared from the website, and I mean completely. If you went to the group and clicked on the game, or went to the Roblox wiki and clicked on it there, you'd always be met with an error page. Robloxian High School had been completely delisted from the Roblox website, which is something I had never seen or even heard of before. I began looking into it, and that's when I learned that Roblox is now delisting games that are placed under review or made unavailable permanently. If you go to any of Teddy's games or any other games that you know are under review or banned, you'll find that you can't visit their landing pages anymore. Previously, you could go see the game in its closed state and whether or not Roblox was looking into it or banned it, but now you're just sent to an error page. This has received mixed reviews, with some seeing it as kinda shady from Roblox and others seeing it as good to hide potentially bad games. Some think Roblox is doing this to hide the fact that there are violative and disgusting games they've had to shut down or are currently investigating. Obviously, Roblox probably does not want parents or outsiders to search for these games' existence, so what better way to hide them than to completely delist them? That could be a part of this, and that would be a little shady, but this change also has big positives that I believe make this more of a plus than a negative. Throughout the years, a lot of inappropriate games that get closed would not have their devs banned, giving the devs the opportunity to update the game. What they'd often do is just link a new game in the description, easily directing their player bases to a re-upload of the same problematic game. I somehow don't have many examples of this, but this one here is what that front page condo game from a couple months ago did right after Roblox took it down. This update prevents stuff like this from happening and makes it harder to find the creator's other stuff, which is a massive plus that I think outweighs any questionable motives. You could definitely make the argument that deleting the creators along with the games would solve that issue though, and realistically that's what Roblox should do. Roblox's rep hasn't gotten much better though, with two notable streamers, Hassan and Asmongold, both covering Roblox's safety issues, Asmongold especially. These are two guys I don't watch at all, and to be honest, I don't watch anything remotely similar, but I do understand their influence on different parts of the streaming community. Them and so many other large creators covering this are introducing so many people to Roblox's safety issues, only further pressuring Roblox to do more. Asmongold's stream was very notable because he spent an hour in Roblox and found so much inappropriate stuff live in front of a massive audience.
And then you have like this girl that's like some like goth girl, like what the
Stuff like that is making people aware of Roblox's insane safety problems and scared of it, which is good because, like I said, it'll pressure Roblox to do more, hopefully. Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if Asmongold's stream led to Roblox taking action against Meep City with how many Roblox outsiders would have seen it. It really sucks to see stuff like this be so easily discoverable for anyone, especially a first-time player like Asmongold, because if it happens to him, it can happen to anyone. Congressman Ro Khanna also shared an update on his petition, which is almost at 100,000 signatures now, so if you're in the States, I highly suggest you join it. Roblox also content deleted the name of the infamous Free Predator t-shirt, which was created all the way back in May 2007. Last week, Roblox moderation seemingly terminated their own CEO, and now they've moderated one of their own clothing items that's nearly 20 years old. Free Predator has gotten a lot of attention recently over Roblox's defense of predators, with many pointing to this being a sign they've liked predators for all this time. While I can understand why people think that, all it references is the type of predator that eats things like a lion or whatever, and Sharkblocks made a good vid going over its history. Nonetheless, Roblox moderation still content deleted its name and description for whatever reason a few days ago, and it still hasn't been fixed. I'm going to assume this is from DSA report abuse because I can't really see Roblox intentionally removing the name to avoid backlash while leaving the shirt up. This isn't a big deal or anything like that, just a somewhat peculiar incident involving one of the most infamous Roblox made assets in their history. And now we've got Roblox's latest response to go over, and you could seriously make a case for it being the worst one yet. Roblox has octupled down and has now responded directly to Schlep's ban in a statement given to NBC5 Chicago. Taking the law into your hands isn't safe in the real world, and it's not safe online. That's why we work with law enforcement to hold bad actors accountable. Many experts agree independent actors impersonating others and luring users to other platforms for sexually explicit conversations can never be safe. Believe it or not, Roblox, the company who keeps putting out responses that create extreme PR backlash, actually octupled down and said that of all things. This statement is so horrendous that Roblox should be sending themselves a cease and desist by their logic, so let's pick it apart to see why that is. The first sentence, taking the law into your own hands, is not what Schlep does, because if Roblox somehow hasn't realized, Schlep isn't laying down the law upon predators. He isn't the one arresting them, he isn't beating them up or anything like that, so how is he the one taking the law into his own hands? If Schlep did that, or was doing any of this entrapment stuff Roblox has said in the past, the predators he caught would have been let off free long ago. Here's a screenshot of Schlep literally working with law enforcement to get a predator arrested, not arresting the predator himself for taking the law into his own hands. The first sentence is already easily disprovable, and shows Roblox doesn't know what they're talking about or are making things up. Roblox then says they work with law enforcement because taking the law into your own hands isn't safe in the real world, and it's not safe online. That is correct. Roblox just said they do the exact same thing Schlep does by working with law enforcement and not taking the law into their own hands. Roblox defended banning Schlep from their platform by stating that they practically do the exact same thing as him. Because both Schlep and Roblox don't take their law into their own hands and work with law enforcement to get predators arrested, will Roblox send themselves a cease and desist? Does Roblox admitting to working with law enforcement the same way Schlep does mean they're taking the law into their own hands? Roblox is either saying they're partially guilty of what they're mad at Schlep for, or they're saying Schlep is working with the cops correctly and they banned him in part for it. The rest of the statement is nonsense too, and I'm not going to go over it because we already know Schlep doesn't lure people onto other platforms or talk crazy with them. We also don't really need to go over the reactions because we can all figure out how a sensible person would feel about Roblox's statement here. It's quite funny how Roblox hasn't put out a positively received response that didn't get at least partially, if not fully disproved immediately upon release. It's also not surprising that they can't put out an extremely flawed statement because they unjustly banned Schlep and made a big mistake outlawing vigilantes. What Roblox needs to do for the betterment of users and the company is fix those mistakes by unbanning Schlep and taking serious, strict action to remove bad users and content. Roblox might never outlive this situation, but they can do their best to stop it from getting worse for them by listening to the masses. I have no idea if they'll do that, but they definitely should because the general public is turning against them, not just the Roblox community. We'll probably have more to talk about in regards to this case, so keep an eye out for that, and also go watch Schlep's new response to Roblox.